Well, hello and welcome. This is actually my first time doing a live video on YouTube, and I'm just going to let it be what it is, a conversation in real time. And while I'm here doing this live, I want to thank you for being here and for watching. And if you're watching after the live, then thank you for turning up as well. But I didn't come here today to teach anything or to give any advice. I just wanted to create a little space to talk out loud about something that's been coming up from, well, a lot of comments and people have been sharing it on my Facebook and YouTube. And that is about the idea of hobbies and what they really offer us later in life. Now, the thing I want to kind of get out of the way, first of all, is that hobbies are not a replacement for old roles that we had or discontinuing. They're not something to keep us busy either. They're not something for us to be, well, to pacify us, to stop us from getting bored, whatever that means. But actually, hobbies, the way that I view hobbies, are a way that life quietly enriches itself. And that only happens when we give it space to do so. So I'm going to share some reflections, and I'll also let this be conversational. There's no rush, no agenda, no right way for this to go. But I'm glad you're here. And so, hobbies. I'm 62 now, soon to be 63. And I started to really explore hobbies. In fact, one of my neighbours said that I had lots of fads, as he would call it. He was well retired. And one minute I was brewing cider from the apples from the trees in the garden and neighbours' trees. Next minute I was exploring cheese making as well. And I've always angled. I've always been a fisherman, an angler all my life. Since I was like 7, I used to fish on the beach with my father on the east coast of Yorkshire, Hornsea and Withensea and Tunstall, places like that. So fishing is very much in my blood. And so I've always done that. And every week, every Friday, I set aside time. Technically, it's my day off. I set aside time to go fishing with my son. And we explore the Yorkshire rivers. So we're not traveling more than about 70 or 80 miles. And we always take a pot of coffee to brew, fresh coffee on the bank. That's a little ritual that we have. And rituals are all about, well, hobbies, really, going through certain processes, I guess. Cheese making, that was very, very in depth and intense. I did that for about 3 years. So, hobbies can actually be a kind of seasonal thing, as in seasonal for your life, not for the seasons of the year. It might be something that you pick up and it might lead you down another road, another direction. But all of these things that I've done, cheese making, making cider, going fishing with my son. I also love doing drone cinematography or flying camera, as I like to call it. I love doing that when the weather's right. So some of these things can be weather dependent, and some of them don't depend on anything other than us making the time to do them, to commit ourselves, because it really is about commitment. It's a commitment of time, a commitment of energy. But what it gives us back is, well, priceless. What it does allow us to do is to become very present in the moment. Now, one of my hobbies, and I'll talk about this in more depth on the main video that I'm going to be releasing around about Wednesday this week. So look out for that video. On that video, I'm going to be sharing how my hobby of greenwood spoon carving, yes, it really is a thing, how that has enriched my life in so many ways. And I will share some examples of of what I've created in the last, what, 3.5, 4 years since I've been doing that. So, as you guessed by now, I love my hobbies. I'm not doing them all the time. I work full time in my own business as a coach and as a website developer. But I love to be able to step out of my office, which is this space here, this cabin in my garden. I love to be able to step outside of my office and to either sit in the garden if the weather's permitting and to sit and carve, or to go fishing. And it doesn't matter what the weather's like when it comes to fishing. There's no bad weather. There's only a bad choice of clothing when it comes to that. Even if it's snowing, we'll be fishing, providing the river isn't frozen. But all of these things enrich my life and they give me exercise. They have me constantly learning new skills, that focused attention. So when people are nearing retirement and their friends and family are saying, "Oh, you should get a hobby." Well, I would say that's a bit late to be getting a hobby. Start your hobbies early. If you're in your 50s and you haven't got any hobbies, then start to explore your hobbies. Look at what interested you when you was a lot younger. What did you feel skillful in? I mean, I used to sketch when I was younger. From very early age, I used to sketch, and so I enjoy art and graphics, graphic design. But I do that as a job, so I don't see that as being a hobby. I don't paint or anything, though I can, but it's not something I do as a hobby. So everyone's different. What lights you up? What helps you stay really, really present? Not pleasant, but hopefully pleasant as well. What excites you? Or what have you always thought, I won't mind trying that? Because if you might like trying it, then you don't have to jump in feet first. You can always go and do a small course, maybe a group training or course that's out there. The crafting events are all the rage, especially since COVID. So there are lots of opportunities. You'd be surprised what is out there, even if it was just a weekend getaway. Because I can tell you that my hobbies have taken me to different places in the world. They've opened up incredible opportunities and they have definitely enriched my life in ways that I could not have ever imagined. And when we've got that common denominator, that common thread with others who also do the same hobbies, then it's a great way of making new friends, making new connections and acquaintances. So that's all I'm going to say on this live right now. And I'm not seeing any comments in the chat, but if you do have something that you find helps you get really present and kind of like calm everything down so you can just do that in your own space. And well, if you feel as though it's something which helps you quieten the mind and relax, then share that in a comment, please. I'd love to hear what you do. And I'm sure there's going to be some amazing and diverse hobbies. And when I say hobbies, I mean hobbies, pastimes, interests. We don't have to get technical about the labels. If it's something that you enjoy doing, if it's something that you're enthused about, that excites you, or opens up a whole new world for you, it might be almost an escape. Like if you have a model railway and you love sitting and painting the meticulous detail on those signal boxes, or even model soldiers, whatever it is, there's no judgment here. If it lights you up, if it takes you away from that everyday thinking and holds your presence, then I'd love to hear about it, and just pop it down below in the chat. Well, thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing your comments soon. Have a great day.